have gone live.
I'm famous on the internet.
Hey. Yep, we're live.
Hello, world. Wow, which anime is that? Or which video game?
For which one?
It just went by. There was like a guy in a green tunic and a kid in a pink outfit with shoulder pads and a sword.
That could have been East.
Could have been East.
Because there's the one... Let's see.
There wasn't any logo, and the background was a swamp green. Mega Man on the Princess phone. That always gets me.
I'm gonna find something that... I'll take a look later. I can't tell exactly what it is.
Oh, no worries. No big deal.
Yep. Anyway. Hello. And welcome to another episode of Ranking of Shmups. Today's theme is Shmups I can get behind. So we're going to look at some rail shooters.
All right. Time Crisis.
Not quite those rail shooters. Not like actual gun rail shooters. The kind of space harrier-ish kind.
Oh. Well, I guess that's okay.
Yeah, so I wasn't actually planning on looking at this, but I think that it's probably, if for one of the games we're going to take a look at later, once me not freeze up, it'd be kind of weird to play one of the games I did have planned without playing this first. And this is a pretty well-known game, so I figure we better take a look at it.
We better. We already did Panzer Dragoon.
Yes, we did do Panzer Dragoon. But we have not done this, and even though it's by the same developer. Kind of. Maybe. Oop, let me not do that. Also, you're probably going to hear it. So, this. This is Afterburner 2.
Yeah!
So... Technically, there was an Afterburner 1. But I'm not exactly quite certain what the difference is, but the differences between 1 or 2 are incredibly minimal. Like, 2 is practically an expansion pack rather than a sequel.
Well, did 1 release in the US?
I think it did.
Okay.
Because I want to say, like, the main difference is I believe that 2 has more levels and a few other things. Like right here you can see going from 1 to 2. I've never seen a Afterburner 2 in the wild. Or an Afterburner 1 in the wild. It has only been 2. Hello, Tyrion. The only thing that I've seen about 1 is I believe that is the game that the Master System and the Famicom port are based on. Hey Max. So why don't I actually get this started? So this is oh yeah, it's me. Yeah, I'm gonna also have to do this in emulators I don't normally use. Because these games heavily rely on analog control, and not a whole, not a lot of emulators handle that really well. MAME is probably the best one to do that, so yeah, that's why I'm doing this.
Okay.
So, I think that might be a smidge loud. So this is kind of actually like Space here. You can actually set it depending upon the diff switches. But it's one of those games, if you insert more credits, you get more lives. So you just put in a whole bunch of lives. And we're going to need them. Because I'm going to go up and said up front, I kind of don't know how this game plays. Let's start. So yeah, we are a specific kind of plane. I think it's an F-14. I am not certain. So basically you have a straight gun and a missile, which you can see the missiles in the bottom right. You do have a limited amount, but you regularly get it refreshed. And you can move left and right. One, you die really quickly.
Yeah.
One other thing is that since the control that you would use in the arcade is like an actual flight stick, one of the maneuvers that you can do is if you go left, right real quickly, you spin.
Yep.
So that kind of goes against how I normally play these games, because since I tend to go left and right a lot, which means I'm going to be spinning a lot unintentionally like that.
You're also not in the original sit-down seat that would actually rock back and forth while you did this in the arcade.
Yep. Also, one other thing that you can actually emulate in this is that if you locked onto a target where every time that it says fire, even like the standard cabinets would have lights in the cabinet that would go on and off.
Yeah, it was a serious deal.
Yeah. Also, you can change speed. I don't exactly know what the reason why you would want to or not, because really this game, if there's one thing I can say about this game, is that it's kind of confusing on what is going on half the time.
Yep. This is definitely a tech demo.
Yeah. I can't remember. I think this came out after Space Harrier. Those had to have. Oh yeah, that is right. So occasionally there will be enemies that kind of get right up to you and try and gun you down. That is when you want to speed up. But you can also, in just the opposite of that, you can also slow down.
Yeah, Space Harrier was 85. This is 87.
Yeah.
And apparently it uses a different board.
Yeah, this definitely used a little bit more advanced of a board. So one thing I will go ahead and say that is kind of not disappointing, but there is something actually with this this and a couple other particular pieces of music in the game that if you listen to soundtrack versions of it like today, there will be an additional melody that's not heard in the actual arcade release. I've actually heard something along the lines of if you take a look at the actual code, the actual notes are there, but the thing is that the thing to call up that channel that would play that part of the music is disabled. So it's technically it should have been there, but it does not work for some reason.
I think in the original board there was a separate processor that handled sound.
That could be it. Because I'm pretty sure this is just a standard YM52 or 2151. So,
Well, I think this one is a Motorola 68,000.
68K?
Yeah, the Hang-On board, which was because these apparently are daughters of Hang-On, and Hang-On used a 68,000, a Motorola,
for sound
for the main processing, and this one supposedly used a separate Z80 for sound.
Huh.
Z80 plus a Yamaha chip that could do true PCM.
Does it say what the Yamaha chip is? Just I'm kind of curious.
YM2151.
Okay, this is a 2151. Yeah, that's a pretty standard.
Yeah, and Z80 is ultra standard. This is all off the shelf stuff.
Because I bet you, I'm not 100% certain, but I can almost guarantee that there is an arcade perfect Sharp X68K version of this.
Yeah, all these games with the super scaler basically just started with Hang On.
Yep.
Or derivatives of that.
Hang On and probably Space Harrier.
Yeah, Hang On was first, and then Space Harrier. And then they had the X board and the Y board. This is the X board.
Yeah, I honestly kind of don't know how to feel about this game because it just seems like nothing. Like it's almost like a ride in a sense because it's like you don't like it's fun, like it's neat seeing like going around really quickly and kind of zooming around. But
if you were in the chair, it was really cool.
Yeah, if you're in and actually, because I think I could. Okay, well I have enough lives. I could just do this. So. This is kind of what it would kind of look like, I think.
A little, yeah. You're missing the giant DuPont plastic.
Yeah. And here, you can see at the top, you can see when the lights go on.
Wow, that is nice.
Yeah, that's one thing I like it when. But the one that I'm actually familiar with is this. This is one that one of my local puppet had this.
Oh, yeah. I've also seen the upright. Yeah, Sega new machines.
Yes.
No, I think you're hitting the nail on the head here, where you say it's like doesn't seem a lot of gameplay to it. No, it really looks like an incoherent quarter muncher.
Yeah.
That said, there's probably somebody on YouTube who's done a flawless run of it.
Oh, I can guarantee you someone's done a flawless run of it. But it takes people like there's the I think it was Eugene Jarvis said he's beaten the arcade version of Smash TV on 1 credit. Which I bet you is a lie, but...
Well, it might be a lie because...
That game's damn near impossible.
It was actually unbeatable.
Oh, yeah. Was it? I thought...
Smash TV is notorious for you needed keys to access the final room, and it would keep saying you need more keys.
Oh yeah,
so
that's right.
In the original release, it just said you need more keys, not how many keys you need. It was hard-coded that you would never get to the treasure room.
I bet you meant a loop then or something.
I think you can still finish the game and get one boss, but you can't actually get to the treasure room unless you have a hacked version of the game. Which is no Smash TV is like, oh god. It's like a game everybody remembers, and it's one of the worst games ever.
It is not that great of a game.
But it comes from the era like this and Afterburner, where it's like this just looks technologically impressive. But yeah. The only no-death run I can find of Afterburner is not in English.
That sounds about right.
It's beaten by Alex Kortikov. Go, Alex, you go.
Yes, you can do something that is, not to be mean, but kind of pointless. Yeah, because basically I just remember go into like the arcade. It's like, oh, I just have a bunch of cores. Let's just try some games, and like I see this, I'm like, okay, I'll put a quarter into it, and I'll die 3 times, and it's like, okay, that was fun. Wasn't bad. But I didn't feel like it did anything.
Oh, his Afterburner runs not the arcade version. Never mind.
Famicom? Or Master
PC
System?
Engine, oddly enough.
Oh. Okay, that's...
Yeah, this was ported to like everything.
Yeah, PC Engine did get... You got a lot of super scalar ports that probably shouldn't, but...
Well, Motorola processor, so I can imagine it wasn't that difficult.
I suppose.
Man, this was on everything. It was on the ST,
Yeah.
the Commodore 64. God, I wonder what that looks like.
Probably bad. There's one of the games, actually the game we will be doing next. I was taking a look at one of those like Battle of the Ports videos. And it has a ZX Spectrum port, which looked abysmal.
I'm amazed at the game. I'm still on that. I want to see the R-Type. The R-Type ZX Spectrum is feature complete. Every bit of R-Type is implemented.
Well, there was a Master System port of R-Type as well, and an MSX one.
Right, but
so I'd imagine for 8-bit stuff.
Yeah, it amazes me though that they could get every single, like every power-up, every boss, every level is fully implemented.
Turns out that's actually done in ASCII. I mean, is it Darius that there's an ZX Spectrum port?
I haven't looked for that one. I watched the R-Type one. Like I said, I was amazed at what people can get crammed in 48K.
Also, how many stages are there in this game? Like, I thought there was 22?
Well, you're only on 17.
We're on 19 now, I think. I think that's 19.
Oh, that might be a 9. It was the 80s. It was a confusing time.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the kind of thing that if I was making a movie in the 80s, I would want this video game.
Was 19. I want to say there's 22 stages, but I am not certain.
Isn't the voiceover like yelling at you there's lock-ons or something?
Fire! Yeah, it's yelling fire, 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 fire every 2 seconds.
It just makes a lot of noises. There's well, according to Sega Wiki, there's 21, so you're almost there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the Super Scaler is a custom processor.
Yeah, I always thought it was software.
Defeat the Black Fighter.
Yeah. If only the only thing I would say against these super scale games that this and Space Harrier teams seem to me at least just go on just a little bit past how long they probably should have been. Because Space Harrier doesn't, I think Space Harrier doesn't that have like 18 or like not 18 stages?
Well, if you have a continue option, you have to have slightly more content than somebody would want to play.
All those battle stages are just ready to be unlocked, or whatever that menu was, that thing that appeared whenever you game over, or not game over, died.
Yeah, because you're on stage 22, so I don't know if you've looped or something.
I don't think this is a loop. I thought there was a little bit of an animation once you, because there's something. I don't think it. Let's find out. Wait. Yeah, oh. Yeah, because it's this. So I died, right? I thought, this is what I thought was, yep, mission complete.
Yep, there you go.
Okay. Look at the stock picture.
Black and white.
That might as well be just a still from Top Gun.
What's Top Gun?
It's a game that's not good.
I'm guessing the initials, these are the coders.
Well, there's you on the top, the left.
Yeah. Little American flags, it's adorable.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So you have a huge score, but you hit like barely 300 things.
Yeah, that's... All right. So yeah, that's Afterburner 2. It's a game you kind of have to take a look at, even though as a game, it's kind of... As a game, it's kind of meh, but I mean, it's an interesting thing to look at. It has good music. So I kind of can't justify putting it really high. Oh yeah, that is a good point. If all the lives we bought are just gone.
Yeah, it's old school game that I remember. I remember being an itty bitty kid and playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and after you defeat Shredder, it just wipes out all your credits. They're gone. It was like it's just gone.
All right.
Because, screw you, kid. Learn a valuable life. So, what's your minimum level for playable? Like color wise, like green
for playable.
Yeah,
because I've been actually thinking about this because I just trying to think about like what to think for each category. Because basically what I'm kind of thinking is this: green is our middle. It is our basically our standard. Basically, it has just as much good as it does bad. They just cancel each other out. Or there's nothing really good to say about it, but at the same time, nothing really bad.
Okay. So I think you should rate this yellow.
Yeah, because I think it's very confusing to play.
It looks great.
Yes. It looks fantastic.
Like you got to the end, you didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah, there is no, like, a stage might as well be timed. But let's see.
Oh man, R-Type's on here. Definitely below R-Type.
Yeah, I'm thinking below R-Type. Thinking below Raiden.
Which one was Nightmare?
Nightmare it's an MSX game. It's a vertical shooter. You're a little knight. And it's kind of like King's Knight, except not abysmal.
Man, I would definitely rate this below Tempest and Gunsmoke.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, those games had like strategy. Like you knew what was going on and felt like you could get better at. Oh, man, it's got to be below Parodius. Come on.
Yeah, well, that's also the MSX version of Parodius.
Oh.
Yeah, which had some issues.
Okay, this is where you're gonna get shots fired because now I got to figure out if it's better than The Binding of Isaac. This is what I come to your stream for.
I kind of would personally say that it's better than Binding of Isaac.
But
that's just me. I don't think it's better than Legendary Wings, so that is an absolute ceiling.
Try to remember what Thunderbirds from Pack-In Video was.
It's based on the British show. It had some neat things going for it, like a weird time live system. But the gameplay itself was kind of a dick.
Oh yeah, I think I remember this now. Well, I guess you'd probably rate it above Thunderbirds because it was definitely better looking.
Probably. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking above Binding of Isaac. But below Dangerous Seed. Because Dangerous Seed was competent, but it just kind of didn't have much to it. But I'd say it's at least a lot more understandable than this. Just do 97. Episode 44. It is a rail shooter. Developer by Konami. Sega. Don't know why I talked Konami.
Same thing, really.
Arcade.
It was the arcade port.
1987, did you say?
87 is what Wikipedia says.
Okay. Hello.
Yep.
Yep. We just ranked Afterburner 2.
Oh, nice. How was it?
It was not that great.
Oh, yeah, it looks like it wasn't that great now, was it?
Yeah, so basically the thing is just to sum it up, it is a very pretty game that you have no idea what the hell is going on.
Ah. Yeah, that sounds about right.
But that's definitely, going to be it for Afterburner, but...
Yeah, fuck Afterburner.
We got other games.
Wow, the ZX Spectrum port's amazing.
Yeah, I'd imagine it'd be.
Well, they didn't even try to do the super scaling. They just do it black and white. And because it's black and white, it's an actual playable game because you can see your fighter and other guys come at you and you shoot them. So it's an actual game.
Yeah, so
Sounds boring.
But it's still a ZX Spectrum game.
It is still a ZX. They implemented the flashing lights.
Perfect. And speaking of games that have ZX Spectrum ports, this is another game that also has a very similar numbering system to Afterburner. This is Galaxy Force 2. So this is another Sega game. And basically what this is kind of a Space Harrier, or not Space Harrier, Afterburner in space. Why don't I just go ahead and start this one? Okay. So, this one we can actually select. So I think I need to. Oop, wrong one. That probably should. Let me select the stage first.
Really good.
There we go. Okay, so. Okay, so.
Already, I hate the CY.
Oh my god, I saw this in an arcade once. You have to show people what the cabinet looks like.
Oh, let's see. I don't think they had the overlay for this one. But yeah, this is another one that had a deluxe cabinet.
Oh my god, it was amazing.
So yeah, basically, so it kind of it is basically an Afterburner. You could tell what's kind of going on. But as you can kind of tell at the bottom, there's one major difference. You don't instantly die when you get hit. Instead, you have an energy meter that constantly is going down.
Yep. And it's powered by quarters.
Yes. Yes, kind of. Because I don't think I can, like, feed in quarters and get more time.
You could have a Confederate feed in more quarters.
Yep. Yes. Okay. So also, there's a little bit more dodging in this one.
Yeah.
Just slam in those quarters nonstop.
No, the cabinet itself, it had a seat with a motor in it that when you turn, it physically turned and tilted you.
Oh god.
Okay.
It was amazing. It was like virtual reality.
Also, I'm glad that you are in an enclosed space, because when you're flying outside, it is uncomfortable to look at for some reason.
Also, I will point out that so when we get hit, we do lose a little bit of energy. Simultaneously, we do have a shield. So you can't just, like, face tank everything. You will eventually die, but it's a lot, like, you can take a few hits.
Yeah.
But you can't just, like, ram into everything.
Can't believe it's that one Star Fox level.
Yep, I got it. Like that.
Right, but a few years before Star Fox.
I mean, yes, of course, but still.
Yep.
And this is all taken from Spaceship Yamato, so...
Oh god.
This could be going better.
Yeah. Man, when is my... Like, okay, so my shield is broken, but what does that mean?
I think it means your energy is now taking hits when you get hit.
Like, it was doing that. Oh god.
Fuck, son.
I appreciate that you just keep running headlong into the fire jets.
So I might have... Okay, so that might have... So that might be what is...
We are now under the lava.
Your face is under the lava.
What does that even fucking mean?
Oh, hello.
I don't know. You figure it out.
I don't wanna. You're not the boss of me.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
Let's just do...
Yeah, you broke it. Congrats.
Yeah, I don't know. That didn't happen in my test run. Oh yeah, let's see what Mame's cocktail version of this looks like. Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Oh, gross.
Okay.
Command to destroy it. Begin takeoff countdown.
Let's just not go to that level.
I can get you the side stream.
Okay.
Okay. Let's ignore that happened.
Ignore that. What happened?
Exactly.
Yeah. They did a really nice job of making everything look different.
Yeah. No, it's all of it's quite distinct.
Yes.
Still a hot mess though.
I really think it loses something without the seat moving you around.
Yeah, also, the fun thing is that I, was quite enjoying this game when I was testing it, and now that I'm playing it for the actual stream, it's like, oh hey, there's some issues with this game.
No, it's really good and not uncomfortable to watch.
So one thing I kind of wish that I did do, or that I had easier access to, was there is actually a 3DS port of this. God damn it. The people that were doing those really good ports of Sorcerer Striker and Battle Garaga, M2.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They did the 3D classics for the 3DS, and this is one of them.
Yeah, but also fuck investing in 3DS capture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a lot cheaper than it was when I first looked at it.
What is it?
I got, and though I just straight up bought one of the 2DSs off of their site that has it built in already.
That's what I was planning on doing if I did one.
Because hell, if I'm sending in my Majora's Mask 3DS to Japan, where it could potentially get all sorts of lost.
I do love that. I guess it's still the same way as it was, where you just ship it to some random asshole and he fixes it for you.
Of course, that's how you know it's gonna work right. It's if you're doing something that actually is somewhat even close to professional, you're not doing it right.
Exactly. Just gotta send out your 3DS to this schmuck out there and trust he'll get it right.
Okay, so apparently I was wrong with the shield. Apparently you just have infinite shield, and that the shield is completely pointless. Maybe I'm taking more damage? I don't know. Because also I'm trying to navigate a 3D space and not 3D thing.
Also, ramming the walls makes you lose energy.
Yep.
Instead of instantly killing you, which would basically ruin the game.
Yes. Like, say, Afterburner did.
Oh, so you are not gonna make it through this level.
Oh, I know. Okay,
And just remember, this is on easy energy.
Yeah, this is on easy everything. Okay. Oh no. Oh no, it's doing this
outside
again.
the machine, just windmill slamming those fucking quarters in.
It's almost like shmups are hard. I don't
Yes.
play them because I don't like them.
This one's just a hot mess.
Yeah, this.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, here we go.
Ah, there we go.
Lolo's not as incompetent as he sometimes seems.
I mean, sometimes.
I've played.
Yeah.
It's just great when I play.
I
It's
say
great-
that I don't like hard video. My second favorite video game of all time is Bloodborne, so who the fuck even
Yes.
knows what I'm talking about?
We all have
Also-
our quirks.
Also, the fact that I've played this for a grand total of say 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that also helps.
And to be fair, I usually don't play shmups myself because sensory overload bullshit.
Yeah.
I find it incredibly hard to focus.
But
It's incredibly hard to on everything at all times, which is exactly what shmups demand.
Actually, usually it's just focus on yourself.
okay.
Yeah. Game over.
God, that is...
Let's
I,
take it.
Amazing
excuse me,
game
I thought you mean Revo.
Oh,
Yeah, I couldn't even begin to pretend to pronounce game.
You tried. You tried. It's
Okay.
No, it's like I couldn't see it in front of me, so.
okay, let's take a look. So
Attack of the Lunar Loonies. What?
yes,
He's played a good variety of things.
yes, as you can see from this 265 at the bottom.
Galshell still reigns supreme.
Yep.
Which centipede was that? Ah, the fun one.
Yes, the nightmare.
Yes.
So
Galshell is king of Ship Mountain.
Yes.
so let's see.
I would put it over Afterburner too, but that's
I would, because I would put it above Afterburner 2 as well. Not much over it, but over it.
Definitely over it, but not.
Let's see, because we put Afterburner 2 over Binding of Isaac. So
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Oh,
to hear from people.
that is not the.
Oh, he's gotten hate from things.
Yeah, that is not the one that causes people to get irritated.
Yeah, let
with
me tell you about Hydra and just the number of rants he's received.
Yeah, this is the one that causes the issue.
I don't even know what that is.
I will say that Isaac is very dividing, and while I don't agree with your, I will die.
To be fair, we were talking about it strictly as a shmup.
Yeah.
Oh, strictly as a shmup, then yeah, it's garbage.
I think you should just save yourself some trouble and just rate it slightly above Afterburner.
How about we put that below?
I would put it over Thunderbirds at least.
How about below that Galaga Destination Earth thing that had the that had the kind of Afterburner-y bit in it?
Damn.
Yeah, I think without the chair that rotates, I think you're just Yeah,
but the problem is if you need that for the experience, that says a lot right there.
Yeah, I mean, but I dropped the link.
Trying to rank a roller coaster.
Yeah, the chat,
I'm just saying, like.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, if to properly enjoy it, you rely on a sort of novelty or gimmick like that. It's.
Yeah, but right. So I would see from ranking, I could see ranking it really low, but it's like.
No, it's an experience. If you
were making a special category for that, the chair turned. It was amazing.
Also,
you physically turned.
That is the worst gift.
The only problem is that would involve. I've put money into stupid bullshit. I don't think that I am ready to invest in buying a full arcade machine.
You owed an MSX.
That was not. That was
you're having your special call out awards.
No, so everyone knows that the Gundam cabinets are where it's at.
True.
Buying a Gundam cabinet. Also, anyway,
I'm so angry at you for that pizza that you found.
You're welcome.
It's really good.
Yeah, that's A, Torpid's fault.
Oh.
Yeah, that's A, Torpid's fault. B, not the worst one in there.
Nope, definitely not the worst.
Torpo.
Do you have the one with the anime and the pizza?
No, but I
should have that somewhere.
That one is also a mess.
It's third-degree burns from pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, also I loaded the wrong one.
It can happen.
And look, that is the least of my food crimes, Kaelon. You don't understand.
Okay, so I'm gonna wait a sec for this to get.
Are you the kind of person who would put fucking anchovies on pizza?
I don't make bad food.
Also,
I just find it amusing.
Yeah. Same.
Oh god damn it!
What? Wait, what?
Ignore nothing. Ignore it. No, you didn't see anything.
Body massage.
Are we in for a body massage?
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Shingo.
Lolo, does your mother still think you
Okay, oh god. Okay, this is G.I. Joe. I forgot to buy this again.
Get in the fridge. Dump.
Anyway, terrorism.
Terrorism, indeed.
Get this thing down.
Terrorism and asses.
The true terrorism is all these flat asses. What is... he has a few too many fingers. Don't know if you noticed, but he had 5 fingers.
They have a helicarrier?
I don't know. I know absolutely nothing about G.I. Joe.
Help computer.
Yeah, that is the grand total of everything that I know about G.I. Joe is those stupid PSA videos.
Just know it's all about pork chop sandwiches.
I think last episode I mentioned something about in one of the games devolving into nothing but repeating memes, and that's just what I was talking about.
Wow. Oh wow. This is also 92, so this is late. This might be the G.I. Joe Extreme era.
It looks pretty standard to me.
It does look pretty standard.
Why does that gun have a D-pad?
I don't know.
He's like,
Have you seen a pink, I want to say vinyl.
righteousness.
So yeah,
He's a
those are
chef.
the 4 G.I. Joe people we can play as.
All right.
So originally this was actually a 4-player game.
Yeah.
But yes, this is based on, you know, G.I. Joe. So this is what the game mostly looks like.
Oh, gross.
Disgusting.
Let's go ahead and start.
Oh my god.
Okay, so yep, here's a 4, and I just have one question.
Yeah.
We gotta be
Who
roadblock.
wants a body massage?
Mission 1.
Oh. I was thinking if you pick Snake Eyes, since he's mute, you might not get people shouting Joe over and over again.
Okay, so yeah, Cobra Commander's doing evil stuff. I don't.
He's just doing his thing,
He
you
does.
know.
Okay, so
I hope you know if you die immediately, I'm quoting one of my more those videos.
So there is so after we okay, so basically here is so just to kind of show off one thing actually. So if you go into here,
Yes.
go into the game options. For some reason, you can turn off the stage music.
Nice.
No, don't.
Why?
Because if you're in a very large arcade or a pizza parlor and the noise is obnoxious and you're tired of listening to it.
So yeah, so
Especially if you have a jukebox and people are complaining that they can't hear the music of the jukebox.
so let's get
Mission
in.
1.
Go back. Okay, so I might have had something a little bit prepared.
Yes.
Good.
God damn it!
Good. Good.
You son of a bitch!
Okay, so we have a standard gun. And we also have a rocket launcher.
So was the 4-player version, was it 2 monitors?
No, I think it was 1.
Wow, I can't imagine 4 people on a screen this small.
I saw a video of some people doing a net play, and it looks intense.
Why is it the stream that I join in, you play the one meme that I still find hilarious? Like,
Because his videos are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say 15 years later. It's been 15 years. Feel old yet?
that's why I said.
Too bad your ass got smashed.
I will point out my favorite one: pork chop sandwiches.
I was gonna say it's this one right here. It's mine.
No, this is actually not my favorite one, but this is a really good one. I'd say that
But this one is relevant.
any of them
Yes.
that are good.
Who wants a body massage?
What's a body massage?
Body massage.
Body massage. Go.
Body massage.
Yeah, this is, I think, late Joe's because they have the evil robot guys.
Down to the river. It's on your sleeve, kid. Fire on your sleeve.
Remember that terrible live action G.I. Joe movie they made?
Yes, I saw it in.
Unfortunately.
Which ones? So there are a couple of
They
them.
made at least 2.
The more recent ones.
No, they made 1 and they made a sequel right after it.
Yeah, those
What
were
are
good.
these 2 powerful men doing?
I don't know.
They're
could just
very
left.
often posing.
You didn't take anything out of our tent, did ya?
This one was
Another
good.
like fantastic one.
Yes.
This is like, I think this was actually the first one I ever saw. Back in Alpina Black Sheep.
The first one I ever saw was pork chop sandwiches.
I think mine was body massage, and I had a coworker who really liked quoting it, and the one with I just want to ride my motorcycle.
I just want to ride my motorcycle.
I really like the way they die.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Look at the door, guys.
It's a very well animated.
Here it is. Here's my favorite one.
I like the other one with this guy better.
No,
This one's very good.
That's it.
Oh, by the way, I should mention that if once there is a rapid fire power up that if you don't get it, you have to manually hit for each time you want to shoot.
No.
Nice,
Gross.
solid.
Here it
Here we
is.
go.
Pork chop sandwiches. Oh shit! Get the fuck out of here! What are you doing? Go!
To be fair, for me turning off the stage music, from what I've heard of it, it's just standard Konami fare, nothing that great.
The pork chop sandwich guy is me when I have to lead a fire drill.
I like how they use the super scaler on the HUD, so when you pick up a power up, it shows up on your HUD and shrinks away.
Yeah.
Here's my second favorite one.
Also, the weird thing about this is, just how the fact that this is actually kind of half like rail shooter and half like gallery shmup. Even though we haven't actually had a gallery thing yet.
That's right, Billy. I'm big, and I want you.
Well, you're doing Operation Thunder. Is Operation Thunderbolt the sequel to Wolf?
Because I already had them. That's right, kids.
I mean, I'll not in shmups because those I'm not counting shmups.
Huh. Okay. Well, you don't. I don't think you have an avatar on the screen, so I can see why you would not count that.
Yeah.
Well, otherwise, it's like almost identical to this.
Yeah, because it's kind of like, because in this, yeah, you also have to dodge stuff as well. Where in Operation Wolf, you just basically have to shoot things really quickly.
Right. Before it gets you. These guys don't seem to have a lot of accuracy.
No.
In fact, some of these guys, I'm wondering what their strategy is. They obviously have guns, and they're running towards you, and they just run off the screen.
Yeah, they're just kind of there.
Yeah.
You don't want to die.
I did my job.
They don't want to fucking die.
Yeah, you won.
I mean, yeah, Cobra may give dental, but still.
Yep.
I really
That's
hope
kind of a
that
nice
this-
effect. How
I really
the
hope
power
that this
plays.
doesn't get me stupid. This they get muted.
Don't get me mad.
It's fine, we've been talking over it a whole lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to obscure it. And that thing's way too tiny for YouTube things to pick up.
Still said my favorite hasn't come up yet.
Your favorite wasn't pork chop sandwiches?
No.
Turbo's a
No, I think I know which one you're talking about. That doesn't come on until.
Reggae's the first one that I ever saw.
Oh, look, it's what's he called? The angry guy from Metal Gear Solid 3.
You mean the Fury?
Yeah, him. I was gonna say the anger, but that didn't
There you
sound
go.
right.
There, this.
Here we are.
This isn't my favorite, but it's definitely one of them.
Yeah.
Good, I'm glad that this is playing over the phone.
Israeli jet fighters.
There's no retarded kid.
Also, I should point out, I actually have lives too, not just this health bar.
Jets are reported to have made it back to their headquarters.
You seem to have 9 of them.
Yes, I might have said that.
So I think you're doing fine.
Yeah.
A 49-year-old unidentified man went berserk last night, opening fire with a 12-gauge shotgun in a crowded downtown restaurant.
Yeah, me hitting this button every time is
Fighting
great.
broke out overnight between rival factions along the Israeli-Syrian border. Initial reports claim Israeli jet fighters bombed a guerrilla base,
over, girl!
G.I. Joe!
It's just E2 steps, just flip it, stick it, and see you later, bye.
Oh, this one.
I don't know if I can do that.
It's a really good one.
What's up, chickheads? Did you?
Oh, this one, yeah.
I want some vinyl curse
You better
around
bring
here
it.
somewhere. Just dying to get my cigarettes. What are you talking about? Ain't nobody seen no.
Damn.
What?
G.I. Joe!
Oh, thank God I got Rapid again.
Oh, thank goodness, Jesus.
You listen, Jared. If you don't blow your money on this comic book, you understand? Do your damn bit of good. And the newsman, it's gonna be inherited mine when you're 16 anyway. Now look, junk food and the candy, just watch the teeth, give you bad breath, and the girls run like hell. Stay the hell away from buying any rock TV shirts or hip-hop gear or anything like that. Arcade games, pick out one that you can do, okay? One that you can do as opposed to a whole bunch of them that you don't know what the hell you're doing. Check the music, just put the hole in your heart. Are you listening
Yeah,
to me? Look at
Lola,
me when
buy
I'm talking
one
to you.
game that you know what the hell you're doing.
What?
Get out of here.
That's what the thing was saying.
Yeah.
Buy one game that you know what the hell you're doing with. Don't buy techno music, they'll burn a hole through your pocket.
Man, I'm about to put the pressure on him, man.
Oh, it's the Baroness. I think that's a name that I've heard in relation to G.I. Joe before.
Yeah, that is the Baroness.
She's an intelligence agent. You can tell she's intelligent because she fucks right off.
Pretty much.
Not gonna have a piece
Also,
of it.
I don't know if there might be an emulation issue right here.
Oh, hell no. What's up, dog?
Yeah, there's no ground.
Yeah.
Oh no, I lost Rapid again. Oh, got it again.
What?
I'm a computer.
I think this is MAME right now.
Help computers.
I don't know much about computers other than the one we got in my house.
Hope I
My
died.
mom put a couple games on there and I
It's true.
played.
I don't know much about computers.
Help computer.
Are those shadows alpha channeled?
Maybe?
Okay, I guess I'll go solo on this lemon now.
I think they are. Wow. Huh.
Oh my god.
Oh, this one.
Are you Buzz Lightyear?
Are you an army? If I had been in that water, dead. It's really cold out here. Bye.
Am I supposed to even hit?
No, I think the shadows are just flickering faster than the frame rate or something.
You guys skip the class today.
It might be.
Alright, that's not right. That doesn't.
We had a good conversation. You're the ringleader. We're going to pass this and go get everything. And then we have to stay back in the school. You understand that? We got to stay back in the school. So they think you have 1 minute here. You know what I mean?
Oh, she's dead.
Just murdered the Baroness.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Congrats.
Oh, Brian,
Oh.
You committed regicide.
No, dude.
Where's my money?
That's
Oh,
my
that-
money.
Okay.
Jim, fuck, you fucker.
G.I. Joe then tries to put. Do not care.
Oh god, this
It's
is...
such a wonderful experience.
Bad.
Hell yeah, plan.
This is uncomfortable to look
I
at.
should have just named this the Super Scaler episode, because apparently that's all we're taking a look at.
Yeah. This beautiful verdurous
Let's
expanse.
go push that button, bitch. Check it out.
I really hope that this
Hey guys.
audio
You know, it's
balancing
funny,
is
people, they
working
go to sleep.
fine.
They think everything's fine, everything's good. They wake up the next day and they're on fire.
Just ask Hidekiano.
On your mark, set, go.
Oh, this one's really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I asked earlier, Lola, does your mother still hang out at Dockside Bar?
I didn't hear it because there's smiling explosions going on.
So this is actually my favorite.
It's like I
That's what I figured.
Does your mother still hang out?
Gonna
Do you like
Dockside Bar.
Johnny, do you play baseball?
So do you take damage if you hit any of the obstacles?
Yes.
Huh, okay.
This Luke's just enough.
Yeah, I mean, you aren't, so...
Ah yes, don't get hit.
Well, you'd think that if you were, like, running and you had an obstacle in your way, you would stop running.
No, you just walk straight into it and take damage.
Yeah.
And if nothing else, you gotta respect the G.I. Joe's endurance.
Yeah, I mean, I feel tired just watching it.
Just carrying all
That is a
heavy
really good
equipment.
running animation, though. It does not end. Also, I'm fighting like the last boss of Exile. What is this shit? An evil tree.
It's dead now. It can't hurt you anymore.
Hell yeah.
There we go. Oh, hey, it's Beachhead.
Captain Pollution will be happy to know that you're destroying
Who is
the
this?
jungle.
Is it Johnny Turbo? Major Blood? Major Blood!
Sandwiches.
Major Blood.
Blood.
Is that a character from Red Alert?
Oh, you boy.
It
It's
might
supposed
as
to be
well
Johnny
be.
Blood.
G.I. Joe really is just a Red Alert with the tongue not in cheek.
Yeah.
Look at all your different card hats.
Red Alert, but unironic.
Yes. Oh, hey, it's Technodrome.
It's the Thunderdrome.
Oh god, what is this?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
this
God.
one where everything's in Japanese.
I always wonder what they took the audio from.
Probably something.
変わったことはありませんかはじめまして2、3日したら電話をかけてください
I was gonna say it's very basic.
Yeah.
You may have just known a bit of...
That could be, because that is very...
Yeah, it was
Japanese
very
manga.
basic. God, this game is just a mess of noise.
Especially this boss. All the explosions and the laser noise.
This boss is fucking cacophonous. Jesus Christ.
Hey, aren't you Buzz Lightyear?
What? What? Oh no, the blood field!
This river did run red with someone's blood.
Oh god, what is this doesn't look right.
A meat girder!
I always felt weird about this one.
The super, so we were doing research, and the super scaler is apparently a custom chip, and so they're not emulating one of the super scaler features correctly.
The thing with that particular one always bugs me because I looked up what the actual PSA for that one is.
Yeah.
What is it?
Oh, hold on. Hopefully it, okay. So it's how to help someone who is having a seizure.
Nice.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It reminds me of the Sonic Sat-Am where it's like, don't climb in a, washing machine, you stupid fucking idiot.
Feel like there may be something breaking here.
Yeah. Also, I think, oh.
No, they just had to turn on the lights. I see.
Yeah, they're not emulating floors correctly.
Also,
Listen, Cobra Commander did.
we need to see the end of the stage, but I need to also figure out something else. To let's see, let's see.
God, this stage will not fucking end.
That's not that.
Did Venture Brothers ever parody the G.I. Joe?
Yes, yes, they did. It was hilarious.
Put them in.
One of the big things they did was they had like a fake G.I. Joe cartoon where they blow up a plane and you see the guy parachute out, because you always see that, and then they ram the guy with their jets, chop off his head.
Good.
Also, thank you so much, Lolo, you piece of shit. This is a bit on the nose.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I didn't get to hear the melody version because apparently that's not in the arcade version. I need to hear this.
This is nowhere cool enough to be Afterburner, and you know it.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this then?
Play the music from Outrun.
Okay, I'll get right on that.
I think Outrun is very
how about? Oh, actually.
Yeah, watch out, you're running out of time.
Also, I think that is enough G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Put the thing in.
Look, it was enough G.I. Joe a while ago, if we're gonna be real.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that is G.I. Joe. Okay. I suppose we have to.
This isn't. Yeah, this was Konami's. This is a different tech.
It just kind of seems a little similar. All right, so let's. G.I. Joe.
Well, that definitely had more game than the other two.
I think it's a green, maybe a low green, but I don't think it's. There is some okay things about it. Let's see. I'm not putting it above Cotton.
No.
Something went wrong. Okay. Oop. What are you doing?
I don't know. What are you doing?
Are you?
You're breaking the internet.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we're good. Why is? Oh, why is it? What? One sec. Okay, we're good. Yes, Cotton. Somewhere below Cotton. I'd rather play Thunderblade than that. And then maybe, let's see. I'd maybe put that above Sinistar, but below Twinbee.
Yeah, I'd put it. Yeah. It's not as philosophical as
Sinistar.
Yeah, but it's still pretty good.
God, it's a cloud thing, but I can just hear my computer just grinding, or I can just hear it grinding. Perhaps this might be getting a little large. God, what was that? Was it 92? Yeah, I think it was 92. I'm gonna put it as 92. All right, next game. Okay, so we're gonna be doing something completely different.
Is it actually good this time?
We'll see.
It's not very reassuring. I want that fucking shortcake.
Okay, yes, imperfectly emulated features, graphics, and sound. Sounds perfect.
Ooh.
We might be going up in a few in a little bit.
Oh no.
Terrifying. Holy shit, I know what my buddy's gonna be.
Oh, okay. So this is Solar Assault. Let me reset that.
Yep, story checks out.
I think, let me just refresh.
finally will live her dream of destroying the sun.
Gaze in despair at my new friend.
Mm-hmm.
Well, friends, really.
Ooh, they reserved all the copyrights.
Ooh.
And
Damn,
other industrial property. All.
Every single one of them won't be able to rip this off.
Ooh, NASA.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how they did that, because if they're South America, they'd have to be CCAM.
Oh god,
So,
this is a mess already.
Just wait.
I love random text.
Oh my god, so the
Video.
Goblin Empire again?
This music's
Big Viper.
not great.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Jesus,
The
no!
Crimson Viper. Lord British.
Lord British.
Yes, Lord British, the actual best shit.
So, yeah,
Can't believe
this
Richard Gere
is
did
Solar
this.
Assault. Let's just start. So, as you saw, we have a choice of the Vic Viper, the new ship, the Alpinia, and the Lord British.
Lord British.
Lord British.
All right. Hello.
Hello.
Let's just do auto because that'll be
Garriott.
a little less confusing.
Please do not be Richard Garriott, actually.
But he's
I mean,
the
we're
Lord British.
No, this is
Yes, but
yeah,
he's
this
not
is Lord British.
Lord-
This is not General British. That's not the space Richard
Oh,
Garriott.
true. He's become General British now.
Yeah,
I think
EA
it
was Lord
I was
British.
gonna say, I think. Okay, so let's see. Yeah.
Okay.
It's,
Already let down, this is not a river.
Yeah. This.
Star Fox.
Oh god, the way it moves whenever you shift
But
around is not
It's
great.
from Star Fox.
Yes, it is. It is.
Static cameras are not a bad thing.
Yeah, except one thing. Also, there is a lot of inertia behind the movement.
Ah, God, this is decidedly not great.
Just to, also to point out, and this is probably something from the era, the default coin value is to put 3 coins in.
I see.
I also
this
hate
is
how
a-
the option.
So this was by default a 75-cent game,
Or roadie.
which is why I played it a grand total twice in the arcade.
I hate how the option occasionally dips
Placed
behind the camera.
$1.50 on this. Congrats.
Also,
When
that
you,
teleporting in effect is really ugly.
So, okay, what's the button?
When did you
Is it-
spend that $1.50? We need to adjust for inflation.
Probably 98. Like around when this game came out.
My god. Hundreds of dollars.
That much. Also, I completely forgot where. Okay, there I am.
Yeah, it's very easy to distract yourself, it seems like. Also, once again, I really fucking hate that the option can dip behind the camera.
It's not great.
I never understand how you know how to dodge something in 3D when you have a 3D avatar.
I don't know.
The issue is more that the camera shifts with him, so dodging is an absolute pain in the ass.
Yeah, the camera shifting with them just makes it really like that's. If the camera was static, it'd be okay, but the camera moving.
Yeah, if this was like more Space Harrier than Star Fox, then that would have been fine. I will say though, speaking compared to Star Fox, at least this runs at 60 frames.
Yes.
It doesn't run
Star
at
Fox
10.
is- Yeah, you say that, but also Star Fox is much better designed than this, if I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, yes, yes, it is, but still, at least get that.
Yeah, but that's because this thing had a cabinet all its own.
Yes, it was very much a sit-down
see,
cabinet too.
Star Fox had your money, you already had the cart. This has to, this has to wow you.
Get it any way possible.
And once again, your bog standard Fire Planet.
Yep.
Also, fun thing is, I actually don't know if that we're going to be how far we're going to be able to see, because apparently up until recently, this game would crash at level 3.
Nice.
Yeah, I think.
Oh boy.
I think uncovered this on the show.
Yeah, when Un did it, he couldn't go past the boss of stage 3, but supposedly they fixed that, so we might see a little bit further.
We gotta prove them wrong.
Also, good news, Lola. You have, with inflation, wasted $2.25 on this game.
I mean, that's about as much as I put into Arkanoid.
Okay, but look at the eyes on this motherfucker. They're beautiful.
Yeah, those eyes are good.
Yeah.
Just get lost in them all day.
He's on.
Moldavia. It's Bug Eyes Moldavia.
No, he's on loan from Panzer Dragoon.
Good. What?
Oh, good.
Can someone check to see when this came out compared to Gradius 4?
On it, coach.
Because this actually looks worse. Like, just remembering Gradius 4, I think this actually might look a smidge better than Gradius 4.
Let's see. Gradius 4 was in 99. This was 97.
Yep. This. You know, now that I'm looking at it, I think these are actually the same exact explosions from. Oh, there we are. It's Gradius game.
Oh, it's boys.
Look at those.
Them fun boys.
Also, there is some sort of charge thing. I don't know how to activate it.
Also, I'm glad that this game understands that having a ground makes it easier to look at as it does this stuff.
Yes. Whoop.
What?
Up. I like how it looks like I flip backward. Oh. Okay.
We need to see if you can make it past the boss.
Oh, start the station.
Yeah, that's kind of.
God.
One thing I will say, though, that is nice is that you keep your missile.
There you go.
The tanks are cute.
Oh yeah, freeway.
Ride that freeway.
It's Lord Bridge's way or the highway.
I guess. See if I can figure out. Both buttons? Oh, it's both buttons. What?
Wait, what did you do? It made a red.
Did it just crash?
You just crashed it with your bomb, didn't you?
Perfect. Solid. 10 out of 10.
So that's Solar Assault.
Yeah.
Apparently, it might have gone past stage 3, but they found another way to crash the game. Okay.
Oh, this is also one of those with the Speed King simulator.
Nice.
Which was, you know, the pod that tilts and whatnot.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, God, where do I even put this?
Well, you find Gradius 4.
I would say that I would rather play Buck Bumble.
I don't think it's that low.
I mean, it doesn't have Belmondo, so it, you know, Automatius is clearly better.
Yeah, I would think.
I mean, I would be fine with putting Automatius better.
Yeah.
But
just because you streamed it twice, you must really like it.
I mean, I've streamed. Okay, so here's the thing: I've streamed Deadly Towers more than I've streamed Automatius. It doesn't mean I like the game.
Well, then clearly you should put it near Deadly Towers.
Look, I'm just glad that I was here to ruin that episode.
Okay, so
which one?
Where's Gradius 4?
We're in both. Gradius 4 is like Gradius 4 is actually not that bad. It's just not great. I think it's in the
Would you rate this above or below Gradius 4?
Absolutely below.
Yeah. All right.
I would, because let's see. I would say that it's worse than, let's see.
I'd say it's worse than Super Hydra.
Yeah, I'd say it's also, yeah, I'd say that.
And also, Lolo, I meant Automatius because I said some profoundly stupid bullshit during that one.
Yes, I know. Okay, so just to compare, like Zoom 909 was actually kind of similar.
I would play this above Bar Duque too.
Okay, so and I would. How about
I would play it over Silver Surfer personally.
Let's see.
What about Yar's Revenge?
I would play Yar's Revenge.
Game that was.
I know.
Yeah.
I would play Yar's Revenge over this. Yar's Revenge.
I would play Abadix over this. I'd play Pink Sweets over this. I think it's going in the red.
Oh my freaking god! So apparently this game has 5 motherboards.
Perfect.
Jesus fucking Christ! Why?
Because it was an IBM tech demo.
Oh, okay.
And yet the explosions look terrible.
I mean, they didn't learn their lesson 2 years later in Greatest 4 because I think they used the
that
same
was
exact
specifically
explosions.
for Solar Assault Revised, yeah.
Yeah, because there is a revised version. I don't think it adds much, though.
Yeah, but that was the IBM 5-board tech demo thing.
Yeah, but it's just like, I'm wondering like why they can't emulate this, and it's like, oh.
I'm thinking that I'd put this below Zoom 909.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah, Zoom 909 knows what it wants to be, and then is that.
Also, the revised version has an actual final boss.
Amazing.
Also, Solar or Zoom 909 at least has the excuse of being from 82. It just has aged incredibly poorly.
Solar Assault Revised is what the US version uses.
Oh, okay.
So the US version of Solar Assault is, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's also why it sucks to emulate. Now you know.
I can only imagine.
All right.
Jesus fuck.
Oh yeah, that closed out MAME, which is good because we don't need MAME anymore.
Nice.
Yeah, fuck MAME. I love Mr. Libido.
Actually, I completely forgot about Game Match. We do need MAME again.
Oh god.
Which is great because every time I've been thinking, I'm like, okay, what's the order that I'm going to do these games? And I'm like, God, wait, I'm missing one. Oh, it's this game that I need to play. Where do I keep MAME again? Which of the 5 different executables I have? Taking sweet time because it's got to load up a full set. There we go. We're not doing No, we're not doing G.I. Joe.
What is wrong with that pickle jar?
I don't know. It just looks like a jar of pickles to me.
Okay, but more importantly.
So, this.
Yes?
Only
no, man, only for use in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's in English, so you know.
The violator will be subjected.
What?
So this is...
anime bullshit.
Yes, but also Burning Force.
Ooh.
Oh. Ooh, that's a fancy title.
Solar Assault to a Burning Force.
Yes.
If you feel a burning force, contact your doctor.
Yeah,
so, immediately.
That's an unfortunate name.
So, yeah, this is basically... It's actually not quite... It's actually more of a two-way shooter. Because basically...
Is it based off of something?
No, it's not based off of anything. It just, they just gave it a very anime force.
Okay, but the music's actually pretty good.
I believe it's a Shinji Hozue.
Let me check.
Also, look up the plot for it because there's some nonsense with it.
Okay, let's see. Oh, this is actually on the Wii Virtual Console, huh?
Yes. There is there's also a Genesis port of this, which I was actually debating about playing, but because they're apparently relatively similar.
Well, yeah, it runs on Namco System 2 hardware.
Yeah, also, the Genesis port is the only way to play this in English. I'm just playing the arcade version just because. There's not a whole lot of text.
I think it's a nice touch that when her scooter is destroyed, she just jumps in the air and lands on
the flip is really good.
Actually, the composer is Yoshinori Kawamoto.
Okay, I don't know who that is, so...
Neither do I!
But look up the plot. Because basically what it is we are actually a space cadet who is doing training.
I see. They're training by playing Wave Race 64.
Huh. Okay, so Yoshinori Kawamoto has 6 different credits as a composer. There was Splatterhouse.
Sounds about
Face
right.
Off. Helios. This. Yu Yu Hakusho in '93. And Star Fox Assault.
Well, if she's Namco, then that would make sense. That is a really long time lapse.
Yeah, that's huge, actually.
Okay, so every stage is kind of broken up or every day, quote unquote, is broken up into 4 days, or 4 stages. Third stage, you get, basically it's like, oh, hey, here's the boss weak point, and also we get this. So now it is straight up Space Harrier. Also, that is an emulation glitch.
Nice. Apparently, she was also the sound designer for this game as well.
I'd probably save some thing. Also, I just remembered a really stupid plot thing. The ship we were flying is the Sign Duck.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's just the Sign Duck. Also, so the person we're playing as actually appears in Namco Cross Capcom. She's actually the person who teams up with Toby Masuyo, aka Kissy.
You shoot
where I'd imagine she spends most of her time bitching about her ex-husband.
She's apparently appeared in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, because I think she appears on like billboards for other.
An advertisement in Mock Breakers.
Yep.
She appeared in World Stadium games as Nikotama Girl's defensive half. She's one of the player's party characters in Namco X Capcom.
Yep.
Where she is partners with Kissy. You could date her in that stupid Namco.
Oh, yep, she was in Namco High.
Why are you picking up chlorine? Oh.
I don't. It means some sort of particular weapon, but I forgot what it was called.
Well, rip you. You had to get on your jet ski to have a plane come in and grab your jet ski.
Also, it's kind of weird for this kind of game in that you actually have digital input.
Oh, this is her final exam to become a space fighter? Really?
Yes.
Is it?
Yep.
Kill this boat. This nice boat.
Not quite nice.
It's not that nice boat.
Need Steamboat Willie.
Okay, but that's a really good death animation. Holy crap.
Yeah,
just keep spinning.
Please die. Please die.
Oh,
Please die. Thank you. Ugh. Okay, so once you beat the boss, let's see. That annoying noise.
That is a not great noise.
Every area 4 is basically a bonus stage.
Okay, but I like that emulation bug.
Yes.
Yes.
But that's not an annoying noise at all.
No, this is a good noise. Everyone loves it.
Very
I want to hear it all day and night. Scared of my dreams.
Can you use it as a warning or like my alarm on my phone?
I'll get you
I
up.
need to wake up. Hell yeah, the desert.
I like that JPEG in the background.
That's good.
2 JPEGs.
Hill with the pyramid on it.
Also, what was with character designs in this era and high-cut leotards?
30 pair, maybe?
Yeah, actually, I believe
pair
that.
would probably be a good, yeah, you can blame them.
30 pair, cutie honey, those kind of things.
That's what I mean, that's why it was in a trend.
I don't know. Although actually cutie honey I think was 70s.
You sound surprised. It's fan service. You sound surprised.
It's true. No, I thought Cutie Honey was 80s.
I thought it was
Cutie
like
Honey's
late.
definitely
Oh, okay. Okay. Anyway, that is Burning Force.
It is in fact Burning Force.
So actually, I was wrong. Cutie Honey is 73 to 74.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought that was 70s.
Yeah, the animes are I think 80s. They're in the 70s. Wow, that is old.
Yeah, 73 to 74.
Wow. I didn't know that anime back
just
then.
realized
Aren't they dredging up Cutie Honey again, though?
Yes. Well, they've done that like 4 times already. But anyway.
This game was actually really good.
Yeah, it was pretty decent. It's kind of hard, which is kind of annoying.
Definitely. It is her final exam.
It is her final exam. Also, I would say the ending is also great, which I think you should look it up because it's just her looking really stupid with trying to put it on a hat. Also, I think just looking down, I think I might have screwed up the Kirby walking animation, made it a little bit too fast.
No, it's okay. He's in a hurry.
I suppose.
Look, I just love my stupid hat, and also the fact that I have Baby Metal following me.
There he goes. Okay. All right. Yes. Let's see. Let's take a look at the bottom blue.
I would put that in blue, at least.
Yeah, I think it's blue, but let's see. How...
I would play it over Arrow Fighters, at the very least.
Yeah, probably. Also, I just realized something. I spelled that. Yes. So I'd probably put it over Arrow Fighters. I don't know if I'd put it over Baraduke, though.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a pretty good spot for it, honestly.
Okay, 97.1. This Force, which I think was 88. I'll put real. Namco game. Arcade. I think 88. Actually, it might have been 90. I'll put 88, just in case. All right, so.
What game? The one we just did?
Yep, Burning Force.
Let me check again. I think it was 90. Yeah, it was 1990.
Okay.
No, excuse me. It was technically 89.
89.
Japanese arcade was November of 89.
Which is the version we would have done.
Yep.
Okay.
The Mega Drive version was 90.
Okay. So, in that case, go ahead and load up the game. Do it next. Already got that pre-set up. And we're getting away from the arcade. So, this Panorama. So, this is Panorama Cotton.
Of course, more Cotton. We can't escape her.
Of course not. Why would we want to? So,
I actually really like the art style in this, aside from the massive feet.
So this is actually a Mega Drive game.
I was going to ask, why is it called Panorama if it's in 4.3?
We will see in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Oh, it kept it kept the BGM I was listening to.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but
So
those
it saves
fucking
that,
feet.
I guess.
Stick
All
feet.
right. Also, we can switch between Score Tech and Original. We're going to play Original. Because we got to take a look at those cutscenes.
Damn right. Cotton's the best.
Because, of course, it's a Cotton game. Also, I'm going to go ahead and put something in Color Hut. Also, put in chat. Oh, wait.
Okay, but that drawing of Cotton's really good.
It is.
I like that. Like all the fan service stuff, and then just got stuff to do.
Also, I like the fact that it puts a little microphone there to note that this is the narrator speaking.
Yep.
So yes, this has not had a translation, or else I would have been using that.
Which is a shame.
But someone made a translation guide.
That doesn't have to be translated. I understand that.
I understand the language of the titty.
So basically what I kind of got from the gist of this is the land of fairies. They're 256 something, which is now down to 255. She looks like a Valis villain. But that is apparently the queen.
Yeah, that looks like a queen by their standard.
So there is Silk, who is the pixie from the first game.
Horrifying.
Also, I believe from 2 as well. Also, she's off somewhere.
I'm sorry, what?
Where.
Oh my god.
That's a very small creature to be riding.
That was amazing.
Beautiful.
Also, I really like the stupid cutscene music that's been in every con game.
It's pretty good.
Solid music choice. It sells the mood.
Does it?
Yes.
That was
I
amazing.
assume. I don't read Japanese, but I assume this makes perfect sense.
Wow, a lot of animation.
So they're talking about
Yeah.
willows.
Ah, yes. Delicious.
Yes.
Hunting the gorilla for its fine meat.
So apparently, from what I've there is some reason that they're starting to actually, like, set the willows on fire for some reason.
Oh no.
Oh no, don't tell Cotton that. Cotton will not be happy.
Weirdo. And speaking of,
Hey, it's Cotton.
she wants a willow.
She always wants a willow.
She especially wants one.
It's Hank Hill's dad.
That
Cotton
girl's a
Hill.
glutton.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Is it candy or a bomb?
It's a
candy.
candy. Yeah, it's a willow.
Sort
That's
of.
candy.
It's sort of a candy.
Except for one problem. They've burnt all the willows.
Oh no.
She is not happy.
She will have her revenge.
She is wondering why they've started to burn all the willows.
She's gonna go on a warpath. Also, the faces in these are just so fucking good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She just found out that they're burning all the willows.
Oh no.
Yes,
Look, you do not fuck with Cotton and her food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do not get do not get between Cotton and her candy. So here we go.
Candy, but
Oh god, the game.
Yeah.
So it has a drunk camera.
Yep, so I've actually seen this game before.
it doesn't look as good as some of the other Cotton games we've looked at, unfortunately.
Yes, because also they have had the benefit of being 2D side scrollers compared to on an arcade hardware versus
this really janky.
No, I love the slowdown. It's really good.
I mean, you gotta remember, if this is on a system that had no native thing of scaling, so they're softwaring all of this.
Sure.
So they're doing the thing where your shots don't go to the vanishing point; they just go straight to the backgrounds.
Yes. Also, so it does have the EXP system of like other games. So, as you kill more things, you get more XP, which makes your shots, I don't know if more powerful, but they change it a little bit.
I'd assume more powerful.
Yep. So there's the crystals, which are kind of annoying to deal with because this. So I picked up a green, so now I have a magic spell I can cast.
You have
Also-
multiple magic spells you can cast.
Yep. Also, one thing that is interesting is that you see it. If you look at the bottom left, I have a speed meter. Speed not only changes how fast you move, it also it not only changes like how fast you move, like directionally.
Yeah.
It's how fast the screen scrolls.
Ah.
So you're
Which
saying
is-
we should go at hyperspeed?
Yeah,
Okay.
do that. I want to see it. Hell yeah.
Also, you can see our life in the top right, or in the top.
Top
It's
middle.
not right because it's top middle.
Top middle.
Also, that's just. Oh, that's some. Oh.
Hey, everybody! We're all gonna get late!
Thank you for the bits.
This game is strangely good looking.
What was that second quote?
This game is strangely good looking.
Yes. Yeah, it's a text. It's text to speech. Also, let's go down this waterfall. Oh, nope, too late. Oh, okay. Okay, so.
Oh my god, the Tetris is trying to kill you.
Yeah, it's. Got it. Problem's got to
Too
understand.
fast.
There we go. Let's go down.
Well, they have voice
Are
samples.
those Buddhas?
Yes. I don't know. So now that we've gone down here, it does something different. So it's basically doesn't really do
Ah, the
a
cats,
whole lot.
finally. I don't know why, but I'm feeling ill watching this.
It's kind of.
I'm not a fan of the moving camera, the drone camera.
Yeah,
It's not just the moving camera, it's the poor frame rate doesn't help either.
Yeah,
And
it's.
the speed.
Once I'll probably not be playing a whole lot of this.
Like, the frame rate in this is really bad.
Yeah. You might
'Cause
want
it's
to die and just free us
Doing
from this
3D on a
hardware.
system not made for 3D, so it just, it's trying to do way too much.
The max level is level 5, so once you level up, you get health back. I'm not 100% certain.
So exactly what you don't.
Yeah,
I mean, in this situation, no. But if this only ran a little bit better. Although so that it's not moving, so I will quick kill this boss and then end it. Just to show one quick thing off.
It's an evil cupcake that serves the armadillo god?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the lightning magic, fire dragon. That. So
Congrats.
naturally, this being a cotton game and all, guess what time it is? What's the
time to eat?
Once the frame rate has returned.
Tea time.
Of course.
Hell yeah.
Wouldn't be a cotton game without it. Except, of course, the depth perception is not that great.
Non-existent.
Look, what better to enjoy with your sweets? Of course you're gonna have tea.
Delicious tea.
So tasty.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's going for a while.
And a little bit of life.
Just
that-
one, though.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay, so that was wrong button. That was Panorama Cotton. Which, if it was an arcade game, would have been a lot better. But since it is a also I will go ahead and say, or one thing I should say, especially with that game, I believe that is the most expensive Mega Drive game.
Yeah, I think we went over this, but yes. it was something
Yeah,
like
because
that.
when we're talking about Cotton, when we're doing Cotton 2, let's just take a look at current eBay prices. That's $30. I think that is a repro. Okay, never mind.
I mean, if you want it, used-
Okay, Panorama Cotton original Sega Mega Drive Japan US seller for $689.
I was gonna say, if you want to get it used on Amazon, it's $456.
Yeah, so the actual original cartridges are kind of expensive, but it seems like there are other ways you can get it really easily.
You don't say.
Yes. But yeah, that game would have been a lot better if its performance wasn't shit.
Yeah, basically, if it was an arcade cabinet with dedicated hardware, it would have been a much better experience.
Yes.
Just kind of the issue.
So you had the option of taking the upper, mid, or low path, or did it automatically assign those?
Nope, you could choose. Basically, it's if you hover around the top.
That was neat.
Yeah. So there's a lot of neat things with it. It is just, it's on a system that it should not be on.
Yeah, it just has the misfortune of being built for the wrong thing.
So, I don't know where to put it then. Let's see. Because the game itself, if it ran at a full frame rate, I would say it's at least decent. There are some issues like the way that it handles the crystals is kind of not great because it's kind of hard to see them. But then again, that could be alleviated if it's on a different piece of hardware. That could just be the game being on a Genesis. But then again, it's the version that you can only play. It's not like there's an enhanced version. So yeah. Yeah, and it did look very good. Let's take a look at, let's see. I do think I need to kind of kick that down a little bit then.
It's a shame. The Gotten games are great, but this one just has a lot of issues.
Yes. How about, let's see, Tetris Star the Fighter is kind of similar. I'd put it above that.
Yeah. I would not put it. Oh, it's Fantasy Zone for the gear.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. I would play Fantasy Zone 2, the Tears of Opa Opa over this, honestly, though.
Probably.
For the sheer novelty of it, and it also doesn't make me sick to look at.
To be fair, also, Fantasy Zone Gear had its own set of issues with it being on a Game Gear. Yeah, how about
Game Gear doesn't cause motion sickness.
That's true.
This is undeniable, Lola.
I mean, it causes sickness. Just it causes purchase fatigue.
True.
Purchasing those batteries, those 6 batteries for 2
the
hours
spending $50 on batteries in order to get an hour of gameplay.
Yes. And I mean, I remember the promotion they did with Howard Johnson. Hojo.
I have a VHS tape of that somewhere in my basement.
You have a lot of things in your basement.
Actually, there's 2 of them, and I have both of them. Because I am an idiot.
The laser disc.
I think it should go probably below Fantasy Zone Gear.
Yeah.
But still above Tetris Star the Fighter, because that game also had similar issues.
Yeah, that works for me.
Also, that at least the Cotton music was all wholly original, not public domain.
Yes.
Although I kind of liked how they did that, because I don't have an issue with that, but...
Not everyone can be as good as some of the stuff they do in Show and Nikki. And Proteus.
That was it, and also that was developed by Sunsoft, published by Success.
Sunsofty.
No, that can't be. No, because Sunsoft also developed Super Fantasy Zone. Here's SMD? No, not that. SMD. And that was, let's see.
94.
God, that was a late Genesis, too.
Yeah.
All right.
Just part of why it tried to pull the bullshit it did.
Yeah. Also, although I think the next game is actually from 94. And it's also on a console that it probably shouldn't be on, but that we'll just take a look at. And now, if you excuse me, I actually have to get this real hardware going.
Oh, God. You fucking goob.
this. Pop up the right thing. Yep, it did. Where's the controller? Here it is. So, this is a Turbo CD game.
It's good.
And this is...
Just a moment.
Space Fantasy Zone.
Oh, God.
I see.
So, this is an interesting game. Because it technically never was released. However, prototype versions of the game, as you can see here, have gotten out. This game is practically feature complete.
And how much did you pay for this?
Well, I got the stack of CDRs for about probably $10.
Fair.
Because let's just say that the DRM on old CD game consoles is not exactly easy or hard to crack.
You mean non-existent?
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
Nobody could.
I thought there was
back then.
thought there was an attract mode, but apparently not. Okay, so you have a
You wouldn't
configuration.
copy a car.
I mean, probably would. The 3D printers are there now.
You wouldn't copy a car.
You wouldn't download a house.
I forgot, because the difficulty switch, I believe, just changes how much money you get. And control is whether or not up or down is reversed. And shield is basically health.
We're playing... Okay, when you say how much money you get, so easier is more money?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's start.
Good.
So we are the Opa Opa.
I would be quite concerned if you weren't.
So, as the name kind of suggests, this is a mashup of Space Harrier and Fantasy Zone.
Hell yeah.
You can tell by the music.
Yes, you can. Oh. Thank you for the follow, Secret Caduceus.
Welcome to my Fantasy Zone.
That was the follow notes, that Kirby thing. That was in the game for a second.
That's actually an Adventure Lola thing.
Oh, okay.
Which got translated to Kirby, but yes.
This mix is actually really fucking good.
It is.
Yeah, this music.
As this is a Turbo CD game, it is definitely using Red Book audio.
Yup.
So I gotta make sure not to press it, but since this is a prototype, if I hit select, I will actually beat this stage immediately.
Yeah, there's no HUD elements at all.
Well, a little bit at the top.
It's at the top,
Oh, wait, yeah, there it is. My bad.
but it's really minimal, which is nice.
Yeah. Doesn't
Well, it's all relegated to that header, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't they supposed to spit coins when you kill them?
You automatically get it.
Oh, that's good.
Remember, this isn't technically a complete game.
Yeah. Also, all the bosses are based, or all the stages really are based on Fantasy Zone 1.
Yep. I recognize Woody Woods here.
Yep.
Oh, there he is.
Also.
Man.
I appreciate
Okay,
that the game
so-
decided to hang a bit as it died.
So.
Weaponals!
Woodonald.
Yes. They flipped the
I
W.
love my Woodonalds.
It's Weaponals.
So.
Put the flexing man down there.
So I believe this is your strength. Like how much damage your stuff does. Then also your speed, which you really don't need to touch because you already move at a decent enough clip. Plus you also start with turbo.
Okay, but you can afford level 3 power.
Okay, well, let's take a look what else we can get. So we got sub-weapons, which I believe this is some sort of homing missile.
Yeah,
Power
makes
shot.
sense.
I believe this will protect you against projectiles like pop above. Flash, I'm not 100% certain what that does. This will increase the amount of sub-weapon timer you have because this is a Fantasy Zone game. So it will... your sub-weapons do have a timer. This will heal you 1. This will increase your thing 1. This will fully heal you. So why don't we put at least 1? Well, some of us.
Well, now you can't afford the power level.
And then these, I really don't have a clue what they do.
The
X bomb. Make the Opa Opa swole. Oh, a Copa Copa.
So we can do that here. So let's see. Let's get.
What's Smile?
Level 2.
Smile's free.
You could have had 3, Lola. You could have had 3.
You smile. Oh god.
Ah!
Horrifying.
Also.
You're gonna get kicked out of the McDonald's just like that Mark. You got kicked out last week.
He doesn't like you touching it.
There's a lot wrong with what you're doing, Lolo.
Okay, let's see what other
dirty pervert.
Playing these mind games.
I'm guessing the flare doesn't like. Is it Fantasy Zone or is it Proteus that has the dark stages?
That is Super Fantasy Zone that has the dark stage.
Okay, so that's what I would guess the flash would be for.
Let's just get
flashbangs to blind your enemies.
No, it would instead of being stuck in the tiny zone that you could see, you could fully illuminate. Because in the dark zones in Super Fantasy Zone, you can only see a small area around you.
True.
Okay, so I have a ton bomb. 256 ton bomb.
Ooh.
So yeah, so with this being like a turbo, I mean technically running on turbo graphics, even though it has a CD add-on, it's still running not that bad.
Yeah, no, it's running surprisingly well actually.
Mm-hmm.
Also, me like hitting the little tiny things on the ground doesn't kill you like it does, or similar to how Space Harrier worked. Also, I'm getting.
God, you were just eating every bullet.
Yeah.
But he does best.
And yes.
So why was this unreleased? Was it just end of life?
No, because this was a 91, which is right around the time that the Sega CD, or Sega CD, Turbo CD would have been.
Yeah, and CDs were really cheap to make. They were cheaper than carts, so I gotta figure what held them back.
Maybe just a lack of interest or something?
Possibly.
And it could be, honestly, any number of things.
Let's try that. Oh!
Oh my fucking god.
I like that little scream. That was good.
Did I die because of the two?
Yeah, you killed yourself with the thing you dropped.
Why does that hurt me?
Because you were right underneath it.
Well, I mean, I assume it spawned above him by design.
I never did that in older Fantasy games.
This game is hardcore. Are you hardcore enough for this? Are you hardcore for the Opa Opa?
You know what? How about...
Okay, so, Space Fantasy Zone never saw the light of day. This is potentially due to legal disputes with Sega, who at this point, 91, were planning their own CD-based add-on for the Sega Mega Drive.
That makes a lot more sense. I thought the Sega CD came out a lot earlier than 91.
Another possible reason for the cancellation could be it was due to quality problems, as the CD-ROM cannot natively scale sprites like Space Harrier in the arcades. Can lead to very choppy scaling and other restrictions, making it look less appealing.
Yeah, I could see why that might be, but this looks fine. I mean, this looks great.
Yeah.
For 91, this would have blown us away.
Technically speaking, it's not entirely complete, though.
Right, but I'm like, this isn't like what we just saw with the Mega Drive.
Yeah, no, it's probably the CD drive issue.
Yeah, well, because Fantasy Zone is a Sega property.
Yes.
Right, so I could see that Sega was just jerks about it.
That's Sega's MO, really.
Mm-hmm. Although then again, they didn't do their CD sagas not nearly as treacherous as say Nintendo's was.
Oh boy. Never forget the reason the PlayStation exists.
Sega did not dick over not just one but two companies and create their greatest rival.
Yeah. kind of hilarious that actually that didn't.
Yeah, wasn't there like
blame for Sony?
Some dispute? From what I heard, the dispute was that they didn't want to get. Apparently, it was a part of a settlement to get the Tetris rights, but they couldn't do a CD player. It's really convoluted.
That sounds about right, considering how convoluted the Tetris license is.
But Tetris was super, like, millions of dollars money making.
Yeah, so they basically told Sony, hey, we can't do this. And Sony's like, we already developed all this shit. We got the tech. Fuck it. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's just make it ourselves. What the hell?
And here we are today.
Exactly.
Yeah, because there was a Tetris for the CDI, so I wonder if those did actually come through.
Yeah, there's the Philips CDI. Well, there's weird rights. It got split up between Spectrum Holobyte, Spectrum Holobyte, which had the PC rights, but the Nintendo was arguing that they were actually a computer because they had disk drive. It's really there's a guy called Digital Antiquarian, covers it in huge detail. It is amazing.
I mean, it was the family computer.
Yeah, it was right. So, I don't know. I mean, I could see Nintendo thinking that the CD was garbage compared to what it was on the Philips CD and the Sega CD.
I mean, the CDI is incredibly hot trash, but...
Right. So, no, Sony, yeah, we're just geniuses about it because the PlayStation is just great.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we have all this tech, we have the money, we rake it the fuck in with life insurance. May as well do this as a side venture.
Well, they also made TVs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no, it was just, yeah.
It was just, they had some good games, too. I mean, I could go on about Final Fantasy VII.
Mm-hmm. No, I just find it funny that they basically didn't really have anything to lose, because they, like, people don't quite understand how much money Sony makes on life insurance.
I didn't realize this whole life insurance.
That is their primary source of income by many times.
Okay, let's see.
What, in Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sony makes obscene amounts of money off of life insurance.
A lot of those companies aren't like singly focused.
Nope. But it's what affords them the ability to dip into all the various things that they do.
Yep.
Also, I really like
it. It's because life insurance is steady income. It's also a huge fucking scam, but that is a beast unto itself.
I like. I'll just say that I really like the fact that the Turbo default controller has built-in auto fire in it.
Good.
I think my favorite thing with life insurance was that it used to be where if you were like kind of tired of living and you had no one to like collect the payout and everything when you keeled over, you would just sell the payout to another insurance company for some money up front.
Yep. Sell it off to somebody else or someone else, and then later those employers take out insurance in your name. So I think we're enjoying Super Fantasy Zone.
Yeah.
Or Space Fantasy Zone.
No, it's a really good game.
Yeah, it's for being a prototype, it is incredibly. I mean, granted,
it's got some jank because of being a prototype, but at the same time, it's actually really solid.
Yeah, this looks like it could have been cleaned up. I would have to agree it's probably the rights issues because this looks pretty complete.
Yeah. Although, speaking of Fantasy Zone and rights, it's kind of weird because, especially if you think about it, because the Fantasy Zone had not one but 2 NES ports. The one that Sunsoft developed for the Famicom, and the one that I played like an idiot as a kid, the Tengen port, which is it's the one that I grew up with, but apparently it is like one of the worst ports of Fantasy Zone.
Well, speaking of shady stuff, because yeah, we're going back to Tetris. Tengen was an Atari holding company.
Yep.
And they supposedly made the best Tetris port for NES.
Yeah, the NES version, or the Tengen NES version, is the best NES version of Tetris.
But it had to be. Speaking of rare carts, that's one of the rare ones because it had to be recalled and destroyed.
Not as much because I have one. Yeah, I have one, and I think it goes for about 50 now.
Yeah, so still pretty good.
It's still good.
Yeah,
It's still it is of the higher, but it's not like how Gunnak just completely exploded in price. Because I bought a copy of Gunnak for like 10.
That was rare. Huh.
That game is like, so basically, Gunnak, when I bought my copy of it, was like $10. Like it was or maybe not that. Like it was maybe slightly higher end, but not like super rare. But it is now probably going for about $300.
What is that? I mean, just a big square?
I think so. Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a placeholder, right?
The dangers of
it might be a
geometry.
placeholder.
Yeah, I think we're into the
It looks like it was
stuff.
just a hitbox.
Did more than one. Also, these bases. This was like the most. Like this was like the easiest stage in the original because you would just get you just buy the laser when you got to it, and you just kill all the bases at the bottom. But now in this, it just seems like they're really armored. Okay, you know, I actually think we've seen what that one looks like.
I was gonna ask you, you just press select and just win, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Just to make sure that I have enough health to go through. See, this is stage 5, which is the snow level. Yep. The boss is just a big snowman.
Wait, that ended very suddenly. What happened there?
He's basically you can go into the shop to move to the next area, and that's what he's doing.
Yep.
Oh, he skipped a level.
Yep, I'm skipping levels.
It's a dev tool. It's still in because once again this is a prototype.
Yep. So this is definitely stage 6. This is definitely stage 7.
Also, it seems like they just have this one piece of music.
There is a slightly different remix, but yes. So here's the thing, that there is actually a 8th stage, even though there normally would not be one. I think actually at this point... Oh, that's interesting.
Oh man, are we gonna loop?
No, I don't think we're gonna loop, because there is... Oh, does it just...
Oh no!
Oh no, it's not the loop.
Oh, it's the final boss, okay.
Okay,
Oh
so
yeah,
that's
fight the final boss.
So the way the sprites work for the shots, it makes him disappear a bit.
It's pretty trippy.
Yeah.
It's very much not intentional though. I appreciate your strategy, Lolo.
Yes, the standard Harrier tactic.
Yeah.
Which is very fun on a turbo pad, might I add.
No.
And not totally killing my thumb. Because if you're not familiar with what a standard turbo pad is, it is basically an NES controller. Okay.
I'm glad I murdered you in time for that.
Good image.
This is what art would be. Why is there a cat?
Why isn't there?
So, just looking at the thing, I think this is that's actually supposed to be the final boss, because I see Wee Wee Jumbo in the katakana down there, who is the final boss of Space Harrier. So, apparently there's some sort of merging.
Hell yeah, it became the Opa Opas Oh, that's the McDonald's lady.
Oh,
McDonald's, thank you.
Oh,
if we're
McDonald's,
talking about
okay.
Nightmare Escapes with Fantasy Zone, let's just recap the ending of Fantasy Zone 2DX again, shall we?
Oh God.
Yeah, it's this game where it's basically, oh, there's a light and dark world, and if you beat every boss in the dark, or if you beat bosses in the light world, you turn dark and end up having to have the Space Harrier go after you because you've turned evil. Then you have to beat every boss in the dark world, in which you then fight your dark self, and then when you go after you beat it, if you just kill it, it turns out, oh, I just killed this guy, but I'm not really satisfied. Nothing seems to be happening. Like, I don't feel satisfied with it, and then it just doesn't feel good after that. Then what happens is, if you buy the teardrop item, so basically crying at the final boss, you then go to a warp in which you see your father, and it turns out that the entire game is basically your father inducing you into a deep meditative state in which you fight your own dark self because you were traumatized by a war that you lived through as a child.
Makes perfect sense.
And you are that little spaceship thing there. It's not like you turn into a human like Dark. No, you are that little tiny spaceship cute thing.
Even spaceships need dads, Lolo.
Fantasy Zone, I love Fantasy Zone series. It's
a very strange series. Please, there is not enough
I would probably say
the shit out of each other on top
that
of
is
that.
probably also closer to Cinemora, but yeah.
The Opas breathe through their skin.
Yeah, at least there's not sexual assault in Oppo in Cinemora.
True.
Anyway. Yeah, that's Space Fantasy Zone. It's good. I mean, there's a little bit of rough edges, and it's kind of hard if you suck at it like I do. But
get better.
Yeah.
Got to practice it so you can take it to Evo.
Yeah.
The problem is, it's also very much a case of what could have been if it had more time and they were actually able to properly finish it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Where do we even want to put this?
Straight in hell.
I don't think about that.
The devil would reject it.
I'd say give it a blue.
Up there. Yeah.
Hey, everybody, we're all gonna get laid.
It's more.
Japan's scary skeptical.
Japan.
Japan's scary skeptical.
It says the emote.
Japan scary skeptical.
It also pronounced Japan as Japan.
Good job, Streamlabs. No, that does not count as a speed run. That is cheating.
It's tactics.
It's a tool-assisted speedrun. Thank you.
Yes, and the tool that's assisting it is the player.
It's a glitches run. You use the glitch to skip the frames.
I suppose. Yeah. So let's see. How about? The problem is that there isn't really anything a lot. Oh, let's see. What's real? Panzer. Okay, how about Panzer Dragoon? Something inside of me kind of would rather play Panzer Dragoon than that.
Yeah.
I would very much prefer Panzer Dragoon, yeah.
What's the next? And I think the next rail shooter is going to be down a bit ways. So let's see.
I would prefer Aero Fighters 2 over this.
I'd be down with that. I would, yeah, because I think I would rather play that. Let's see, I'd rather play that than. Probably over. Let's see, I'd probably at least go down the Caladrius. I'd definitely play it over 1944.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe above Caladrius Blaze.
Yeah, that seems fair.
So I would probably put it below 19XX, the War Against Destiny.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like the perfect spot.
Well, actually, I think it was NEC Avenue. What do I use to refer to that? Oh, PCE. Stupid acronyms, I can never remember which goes with which. Grofo. Let's see. 1991. All right, so we had a decent. Well, okay. We can't all have last week's games.
Yeah.
But I mean, we at least took a look at some interesting stuff. Yeah.
That's had a decent spread.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two blues.
We had some bad, we had some good.
Yeah.
Nothing really particularly amazing, but
yeah. But I mean, after last week, I think we kind of owed a meh. Considering what it was. Was it two? Was it two violets?
Something like that, yeah.
Everything was violet except for I think one blue and one masterwork.
Oh, wrong one. Wrong direction. Okay. Also, just to point out, because I don't often do it in the Pantheon, we actually had some movement because of last episode, and now Success is actually in the best company for 4th place.
To be fair, the Cotton games are really good.
They're really good, and also one thing that we kind of forgot about was that they were also developer for Starfighter Sandvane.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you're right.
Good.
Yeah. So
also, did we actually bump up Cotton in the ranking of characters?
Yes, we did. Best protagonist supporting character, number 3 is now
Okay,
Cotton.
that's good.
And yes, unfortunately, whoever I forgot, I think it was Cherno. Yes,
Cherno's dead.
Yes, Cherno's dead.
Cherno and her amazing math.
Yes, she could not save. Also, hold on, let me check.
Dolphin.
I think it is. Let's see. I think it might be 2 episodes from now. We might be adding a new character.
Oh boy! What game?
I'll just say that it got Retsu Parade at one point.
Oh god.
It has a lot of good voice lines. But yes. Also, the years are kind of getting weird. So. But yeah.
The 90s.
I did want to point.
The Clinton years.
I mean, yeah. But yeah, I did want to just point that out. So, yep, so that'll be it for tonight. Because I think 7 games is plenty good. I'm actually going to have to take off a game from a future episode, but I didn't really know what to do with that one, so that's not going to be big.
There you go.
Yeah, so yeah, we actually have actually going forward, we have some pretty good episodes coming up. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, so tomorrow, I'm not actually 100% certain, but I, at one point, either tomorrow or next Saturday, need to stream Jersey Devil.
Damn right you do.
Perfect.
So
do you owe me this?
I might be doing that, or I might be using that to do another day of which I kind of work on stream stuff. But yes, I'll post messages to either Twitter or the Discord. Well, actually both. But anyway,
Are you fancy?
that will probably be at the same time tomorrow.
Perfect.
So I need to check some. He's not, because I birthday today, and he's.
Yeah, he mentioned he might, but
I think he's offline. I
Yep,
think he.
but it's MC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So in that case, I'm just gonna sign off. So have a good night, stream.
Yay! Thanks for stream.
All right. Fun day.